How to do Kegel exercises for women. Preparing to do Kegel exercises. 1. Find your pelvic muscles by stopping the flow of your urine midstream. Before you do your Kegel exercises, it's important to find your pelvic muscles. These are the muscles that form the floor of your pelvic floor. The most common way to find them is to try to stop the flow of your urine midstream. This tightening is the basic move of a Kegel. Let those muscles go and resume the flow of urine and you'll have a better sense of where those Kegels are. 1. Just remember to see a doctor before you begin your Kegel exercises if you have any medical problems that may prevent you from doing Kegels safely. 2. If you still have trouble finding your Kegels, place your finger in your vagina and squeeze your muscles. You should feel the muscles tightening and your pelvic floor move up. Relax and you'll feel the pelvic floor move back again. Make sure your finger is clean before you insert it into your vagina. 3. Use a hand mirror to find your Kegels. If you're still having trouble locating or isolating your Kegels, place a hand mirror below your perineum, which is the skin-covered area between your vagina and your anus. Practice squeezing and relaxing what you think are your Kegel muscles. If you do this correctly, you should see your perineum contracting with each squeeze. 4. Make sure you have an empty bladder before you begin your Kegels. This is important. You don't want to do your Kegels with a full or a partially full bladder, or you may experience pain while you do your Kegels, as well as some leakage. Before you start your exercise routine, do a bladder check so you can perform those exercises as efficiently as possible. 5. Concentrate on only tightening your pelvic floor muscles. Your Kegel exercises should focus on these muscles only, so you should avoid flexing other muscles, such as your buttocks, thighs, or your abdomen, for best results. To help your concentration and the efficiency of your movements, make sure you breathe in and out as you perform each set of Kegels, instead of holding your breath. This will help you relax and get the most out of your pelvic floor exercises. 6. Get into a comfortable position. You can do these exercises either sitting in a chair or lying on the floor. Make sure your buttock and tummy muscles are relaxed. If you are lying down, then you should be flat on your back with your arms at your sides and your knees up and together. Keep your head down, too, to avoid straining your neck. Doing Kegel exercises. 1. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles for 5 seconds. When you're just starting off, this is a great exercise. You don't want to strain those muscles too much by squeezing them for too long. If 5 is even too long for you, you can begin by squeezing those muscles for just 2-3 seconds. 2. Release your muscles for 10 seconds. Ideally, you should always give those pelvic floor muscles a 10-second break before you repeat the exercise. This gives them enough time to relax and to avoid strain. Count to 10 before you begin the next repetition. 3. Repeat the exercise 10 times. This can be considered one set of Kegels. If you started off by squeezing those muscles for 5 seconds, then squeeze them for 5 seconds, relax them for 10, and repeat this exercise 10 times. This should be enough Kegels for one time and you should do the same set of 10 3-4 times a day, but no more. 4. Build towards squeezing your pelvic floor muscles for 10 seconds at a time. You can increase the amount of seconds that you squeeze those muscles each week. There's no need to do them for any longer, or to do more than one set of them per time. Once you've reached the magic number of 10 seconds, stick to it, and continue to do one set of 10 second squeezes 3-4 times a day. 5. Do pulling Kegels. This is another variation on the Kegel. To perform a pulling Kegel, think of your pelvic floor muscles as a vacuum. Tense your buttocks and pull your legs up and in. Hold this position for 5 seconds and then release it. Do this 10 times in a row. It should take about 50 seconds to complete. Getting results. 1. Perform your Kegel exercises at least 3-4 times a day. If you really want them to stick, then you have to make them part of your daily routine. 3-4 times a day should be doable, as each Kegel session won't last very long, and you can find ways of fitting Kegels into your daily routine. You can aim to do them in the morning, afternoon, and evening, so begin to do them like clockwork, instead of worrying about scheduling a time to do your Kegels. 2. Fit Kegels into your busy routine. The best part about doing Kegels is that you can do them without anyone knowing. You can do them while you're sitting at your desk in your office, having lunch with your friends, or just relaxing on the couch after a long day at work. Though lying down and isolating your Kegels and focusing hard is important for beginners, once you get the hang of isolating those muscles, you can do your Kegels almost anywhere at any time. 3. Expect results in a few months if you do Kegels regularly. For some women, the results are dramatic. For others, Kegels prevent further urinary tract problems. Some women get frustrated because they do Kegels for a few weeks and don't feel any difference. Stick with it long enough to feel the changes in your body. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, you may be able to feel results as early as after 4-6 weeks. 4. Ask for help if you don't think you're doing Kegels properly. Your doctor can help you identify and isolate the correct muscles to perform the exercise. If you feel like you've been doing Kegels for a considerable amount of time, such as a few months, and have seen no results, then you should seek help from your doctor. Here's what your doctor can do for you. 5. Continue doing your Kegels if you want to keep incontinence at bay. If you want to keep those muscles strong and to keep incontinence away, then you have to continue doing your Kegels. If you stop them, even after months of exercise, your incontinence problems will return. You'll have to work to keep those muscles in shape and should be ready for the commitment.